the supply and demand are in balance right now, but after the halving in April, the supply gets cut in half, and after the set of spot ETFs come online, the demand's got at least double. So the only thing that's going to adjust there is the price in order to get the market to clear. And so I think you watch the spot ETFs and you watch for the halving, and the next 12 months are pretty auspicious for the asset class.
Bitcoin recently experienced a surge, reaching a yearly high of over $37,000. This upward momentum has turned MicroStrategy's multi-billion-dollar investment in the flagship digital asset into a substantial profit exceeding $1 billion. The leading cryptocurrency reached nearly $38,000 on Thursday, marking its highest point since May 2022. This achievement is noteworthy considering the significant downturn in the crypto market earlier, with Bitcoin hitting a low of around $16,500 due to the collapse of Terra's algorithmic USDC and the subsequent fallout affecting various crypto firms, including FTX and Celsius. However, Bitcoin has staged an impressive recovery this year, boasting a year-to-date gain of over 100%. This resurgence can be attributed in large part to growing optimism surrounding the potential approval of a spot Bitcoin exchange-traded fund. MicroStrategy has reaped the benefits of this price surge, with their investment now reflecting a paper profit of $1.2 billion as of November 9, according to data from Bitcoin Treasury. Michael Saylor, the CEO of MicroStrategy, discusses the significance of Bitcoin's success and anticipates that it will serve as a powerful catalyst for future developments in the crypto space.
You know, most corporations are being torn apart by these twin forces of inflation from the government and then technology-driven deflation. So if you're a Main Street company, you're forced to fight for your survival with one hand tied behind your back. If you're going to keep up with the Magnificent Seven, you're going to have to grow your revenues and cash flows 20% a year or faster ad infinitum. You know, so there's 7 companies that generate all the shareholder returns. There's 7,000 companies can't keep up. What we did in August of 2020 was recognize that there's no way we're going to outgrow Google and Microsoft and Apple Computer as a mid-sized software company. So we started looking to do an acquisition of a high-growth digital monopoly of our own. And we realized that Bitcoin is like a high-tech dominant digital network growing at 40 or 50% a year. And so we bought it. It's kept growing 40 or 50% a year, and now we're using our balance sheet to grow the company as well as our P&L. You know, we're the first BEI company to incorporate artificial intelligence into our product, and so we're feeding it to our customers. They love it. It allows them to build applications faster, and it gives them answers faster. And AI is both making our product better, but it's also accelerating a conversion from on-premises to the cloud. So we see it as a great growth driver for the business. Yeah, what I'm saying is, you know, decapitalizing the company by giving the capital back in a buyback or dividending it out and paying the tax on the dividend, or engaging in dilutive acquisitions or pursuing breakneck growth initiatives that may or may not work. All of these things are part of the conventional corporate finance playbook, but they don't work. 99% of the companies are failing using that, and they do it because if they just hold their capital in government securities, they generate 3% after tax, and the cost of capital is 12 to 15%. So Bitcoin is the solution because you can buy Bitcoin, ride a 20 to 40% tax-deferred appreciation. You can beat the cost of capital. And pretty soon you're firing on all cylinders because your balance sheet is generating investor returns as well as your P&L.
Amid the optimistic sentiment surrounding Bitcoin, numerous Bitcoin enthusiasts expressed their bullish outlook on X, formerly known as Twitter. CZ, the CEO of Binance, tweeted, "Bitcoin was $15,580 a year ago today. You are so lucky if you bought or held." Natalie Brunel echoed similar sentiments, tweeting, "Everyone in Bitcoin, I should have bought more." Robert Brito, the host of the What is Money show, joined the conversation with the hashtag Bitcoin, stating, "Bitcoin is the only way to unplug yourself from the matrix," and many others shared their bullish views. Cathie Wood, the CEO of Ark Invest, also weighed in on the ongoing Bitcoin bullishness. Now, let's delve into the video.
We have been in effectively a bull market with higher lows since its inception. And here we are again, we're on the way up. I think what happened this year is quite significant. It happened that the Bitcoin moved up during a risk-off, a very important risk-off moment, the regional bank crisis in March. It went from 19,000. This is a long-term chart. So what I'm telling you is an intraday. It hit a low during that regional bank crisis at 19,000 and shot up to 30,000. Why was that? Flight to quality, as Larry Fink would say. Flight to quality, as we would say. Flight to safety, as we would say. Because there is no counterparty risk here in this decentralized, transparent monetary system, unlike what happened to the fiat monetary system in 08-09. And I think more people are beginning to understand that this is not just a risk on asset. When the markets are feeling really good, Bitcoin tends to do very well. But can you believe it's also a risk off vehicle? And more investors, including institutions, are beginning to understand this.
Bitcoin's price surged by almost 8%, racing beyond the psychological levels of $36,000 and $37,000 to reach an intraday high above $38,500. This surge favored long positions, leading to the liquidation of over $1.56 million in short positions. However, the jubilation was short-lived as the crypto markets experienced a sudden downturn, with Bitcoin spiraling almost 5% lower. The long squeeze resulted in the liquidation of up to $17 million worth of long positions, erasing approximately $1 billion in open interest within a few hours. For the layperson, a short squeeze is an uncommon condition that triggers a rapid increase in the price of an asset. It occurs when there are many short sellers, indicating that numerous investors are betting on the asset's price falling. The short squeeze begins when the price unexpectedly jumps higher, gaining momentum as a large number of short sellers decide to cut losses and exit their positions. This market activity coincides with Bitcoin speculators anticipating spot Bitcoin ETF approvals. Following a recent statement by Bloomberg intelligence specialist James Cart, who mentioned a brief window for the SEC to potentially approve all 12 spot Bitcoin ETF applicants, including Grayscale GBTC, the market experienced a notable pump. Interestingly, this development aligns with the anniversary of FTX's demise, the now-defunct crypto exchange that filed for bankruptcy around the same time last year. In other news, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has entered into discussions with Grayscale Investments regarding the details of the company's application to convert its trust product GBTC to a spot Bitcoin exchange-traded product. This development, if approved by the SEC, could have significant implications for the crypto industry. Investors are eagerly awaiting SEC approval of one or more ETF applications, considering it a milestone that could facilitate everyday investors' entry into digital assets. We invite you to share their predictions on Bitcoin's price by the end of the year in the comments section. For more Daily Dose Crypto news, check out these two awesome videos on your screen. Click now and we will see you on the next video.